Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's episode what we're going to do is we're going to work on the interior. We're going to fix all of this. That's kind of the same piece, but we're going to fix that too. But we're going to start out in the boot and remove all of these cables and all that junk. Get the boot fixed, fix this bit here, and then just work our way forward right the way to the front. So let's get moving. So in the last video, one thing I forgot to mention was the fact that we're missing some kind of plastic thing that goes around here. Not really sure what it is, but I have a solution to it because I bought a parts car. And hopefully this thing's got everything that I'm going to need to fix the police car up, and then I will scrap this because it is absolutely it's wrecked. I'll do a quick montage of all the damage that this poor car has sustained in its 93,000 miles, and then we'll start ripping it to bits. So that door is damaged, so much so that if you open this door, did you hear that? It's absolutely wrecked. And the front is even better, because I think that is structural duct tape, factory duct tape maybe, I'm not really sure. Yeah, the thing is absolutely panned. It's in such a bad state. But like I say, it doesn't make a difference to me because it's going to be a parts car anyway. I'm only interested in the interior. I was contemplating putting the wheels on my van, but they're absolutely wrecked. I don't think I'd be able to save them. So interior is all I'm interested in this car. The reason why I got this car, and I got it so cheap, I got it for less than scrap value, is because the timing chain snapped. Probably something to do with the fact that the previous owner clearly just did not care. It was clearly making some kind of rattling noise from the timing chain. They ignored it, it snapped. Engine is completely kaput. So let's get on and start stripping this thing out of the bits that we need. It took me a little bit longer than expected to actually get into the boot because the battery's flat and these Astras don't have any way of getting a key in there. So I had to jump start off of that car. Ah, that's what I needed. That's what I'm missing. Right, so that's a lot of the gubbins that we need for the other car that was missing. I do have a spare wheel around the back of the house for it, so that's good. Because the spare wheel for this one is obviously currently being used on it. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip out all the interior of this car, and then what we'll do is I'll meet you back round at the garage and we'll start installing it in the car. Back in a second. I've got all my parts out of the car that I'm going to need for just now anyway. Decided to take the rear boot trim because it doesn't have a wood screw in it, and I just think it's going to look better once I've finished the car. It's a little bit dirtier though, but we'll get around that, that's not a problem. So like I said at the very start of the video, what we're going to do now is we're going to get this cable out from in the back of here, and I think that cable actually runs all the way along the bumper to these three holes here. So we'll get rid of that, and then we'll trace these cables through the car. Hopefully they go right the way to the front. I'll just move them as I go, and then we'll get the boot sorted, and that'll be one job done. So let's get on with it. Right, so off camera I've spent nearly an hour trying to get the rear seats out, or the rear bench, It's just, I don't know how to do it. I've tried several different ways, can't get the damn things out. And what I was hoping to do was get them out so that I could replace this piece. Because in order to replace this piece, you've got to take the seat belt out from down there and run it through this plastic here to remove this. But I can't do it because I really wanted to replace this hole. So what I'll do instead is I'll just put a grommet in there. The rest of it's actually in pretty good nick, so it'll be absolutely fine. So let's get this installed, let's get that installed, and then we'll get all the plastic bit in here, get the spare wheel back in, and the boot will be done. Tell you what, that took a lot longer than I thought it would, and it took a lot longer than the probably 15 to 20 seconds you just saw in a time lapse, but it's done now. It's looking pretty awesome. A couple of things, obviously, hole there that I'll get a grommet for. No idea what this thing is, but the light in the boot will now work. The cigarette lighter down there will now work. And one thing I did notice is that at some point in time somebody's filled that hole there with some kind of gummy paste thing. So we'll fix that. That should be fine. So let's move on now to this piece that I've already taken out. We'll get all that in, which will get that all finished off, and then we'll start taking all this to bits. But as you can tell, it's now stupidly late at night, so I'm going to catch you guys in the morning. And it's the next day just like that. So kind of already started. Removed the passenger side trim, which is all good. Taking this bit for the boot as well because it's got all 4 clips. I think mine are broken, so I'll replace them. Found a little bit, which is awesome for the spare tyre, which is great. That's the old one which I was using for reference when making sure all the clips came out. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to make a start on the interior. Look at the state of this thing. God almighty me. But yes, we're going to make a start on this. We're going to remove all of this, remove these, and as luck would have it, I found the original screen in the car, which is awesome because these screens don't translate from one car to another. So that's really, really good. So let's get on with it, get all this stuff removed, start fitting into the new one. Looks remarkably like the other car now. But got all the bits that I need, so let's get all this stuff round to the other garage. And we're back just like that. Now if you actually noticed, the sky's now grey. That's because it's a different day again, but gotta do what we gotta do. So all the parts are there. For this piece here, I don't actually need the whole thing. The reason why I took it off is I actually only need the eco button and that button, and they're part of the same module in the back, so that should be very straightforward to take off. So that's all the bits that we need. This is the car that they're going in, so let's just get to it. So, boot's finished. Still needs a detail. It is still incredibly dirty, but we'll get around to that. I removed the gunky nonsense that was on there, put all grommet in it. Curiously enough, somebody had actually drilled a hole through and through the inner skin as well. So what I did was I put another grommet on the inner skin and then that one on the top, so that's good to go. You just saw me putting in that little grommet thing there, which is awesome. Don't worry about that. That's the boot, back to completely standard. The inside now looks like brand new, which is awesome as well. Missed a bit. Perfect. And the interior just looks amazing. Back to completely standard, which is awesome. Well chuffed with the progress so far. So guys, that's going to be a wrap for this video. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you're new around here, smash the subscribe button for me. I'm very close to 2,000 subscribers and it's just awesome the support you guys are giving me at the moment, so thanks very much. Next video, we're going to be tackling that. So we're going to be taking the roof lining out, which is going to be an experience because I've not taken the roof lining out of a car in a very long time. So yes, take the roof lining out, take that unsightly thing out of there, fill it over, then we'll get it ready for paint. Remove that thing as well, which means I'm probably going to have to take these roof bars off, or roof rails, or whatever they're called. Take them off as well. Make sure there's no other holes that somebody decided to drill in this car at some point in time, and we'll be good to go. So with that guys, like I say, that's it. I will see you all in the next video. Peace.